It's a little rainy today, but hey, that's part of spring, isn't it? Look at that view. I'm out here at Carothers Farms in Nolensville, and we are popping by to take a look at 105 Artie Lee Lane. It is available. It's ready for move-in. The thing shows like it is new. So we're going to do a run through here. We're not going to show you just the highlights. We're actually going to do a full walkthrough so you can kind of have a comprehensive view of what it's like instead of just the highlight reel. Look at that spacious porch. And again, look at that view off the front porch. You know, in some of the communities, you know, the homes face each other, and that's great. It kind of gives like a main street feel that way. But sometimes, you know, you just want a little space off that front porch, and this definitely gives it to you. Another thing that does this is the homes out here, most of them are laid out so the garages open to alleyways behind, so it kind of opens up the options on the front of the home. All right, so let's do a quick walkthrough, kind of show you what it's all about. The home is 3-bedroom, 3-bath, so you do have a primary bedroom on the first floor. Got your awesome staircase there. So let's knock out the first floor and then we'll go up. Coat closet on the left, which is super convenient. You know, a lot of times you go in homes and you're not even sure if a coat closet exists. So it is right there. Carpet, the place shows like it's new. You know, a lot of times if you're looking at an existing home, first thing you think of, you know, we're going to have to replace that carpet. But this place shows like it is new, so it is ready to move in. And so this is the primary bedroom. It is on the main level. Easy access to the front door, kitchen, everything. And so here you've got the primary bath. And see, awesome finishes too. You know, nothing there that's going to date. I love that green color. I'm seeing that in a number of homes. It's kind of like a sage color. Really nice looking. Got your garden tub. Frosted glass, so if you didn't want to put blinds or curtains up, you still have privacy, yet you get to gain all the daylight. Walk-in shower there. You know, one thing when you glass the shower like that, you know, there was a trend years ago where the showers were all kind of built in and enclosed. But one thing it does is, you know, it kind of keeps the whole bathroom kind of open. Let me back up a little bit and I'll show you. You know, if that was a wall there and it was enclosed, you know, it'd make your whole bathroom feel smaller. So that's one of the benefits to the glass there. Not to mention you get the light, but it's just nice that it keeps the room looking larger. And then it continues on straight to the closet. So you just walk straight through the primary bath. Full walk-in closet. Have all your hanging already installed. Lots of that. So you got lots of options on all the walls. Good planning there. Again, carpet like new. Double sinks. Got your chrome fixtures, and that is spot on with the trends right now. So we exit the primary, and again, this is on the front of the house there as soon as we came in. Just to kind of give you bearings what we're at. We go further into the house and you open up to the open floor plan. Guest bath, plenty of space there. Eat-at bar. If you notice the overhang of the countertop there, so you can probably fit about at least 3 stools there comfortably for people to dine at the bar, or the island rather. Got your fridge, got your pantry right there, easy access right there in the kitchen. Again, the color of the cabinets and the tile type, you know, you got that white subway and that kind of warm gray color, right on trend. Your hardware and everything is spot on. Got your farm sink. Plenty of storage. Dishwasher in the island. There's a key element too. Sometimes, I tell you, it's the small stuff sometimes. Got a receptacle in the end of the island there. And if you like making cookies or anything like that, and you want to put a mixer, toaster, bagel toaster, whatever on the island, you would not believe how important that little thing right there is. So good on them. Awesome. Opens right up to the living space. Got built-ins flanking the fireplace. Fireplace doesn't even look like it's been used. Brand new. Got all your essentials run above for mounting the TV, right above the fireplace. And TVs above the fireplace, those can kind of vary on height too. And some of them get a little bit high, but if you'll notice, this has the hearth flush mounted with the floor. And so sometimes when the TVs get far up, what it does is it actually starts down here and the hearth is already built up, maybe about 10 inches, which then pushes the firebox up, which pushes the mantle up, which pushes the TV up. So this is a really good height, and it all starts right down there. That's awesome. You got plenty of storage down there, whether you want decor or books or whatever on there. Ceiling fan, crown molding. Right into the laundry. Look at that. Look how deep that is. Got your folding counter. Storage rack already in place. If you wanted additional storage too, it'd be easy. I mean, this could even be a do-it-yourself job. You could put upper cabinets on that wall. If you wanted enclosed, you could even replace the wire rack there with upper cabinets there too. And that's pretty easy to do, even a do-it-yourselfer job. Yeah, I love the color of those cabinets and the hardware. Even have a window in here to keep it bright. I mentioned that the garage is open back to the alleyway. So here's what you've got. You've got a side porch, which is really cool because, you've got privacy because it's surrounded by 3 walls. And sure, it opens to a home next door. But a lot of times, granted, I haven't been in that house, but a lot of times the rooms that are next to a side porch are less commonly used rooms. Sometimes they try to do that with design because they know people like privacy and want to sit on their porch. But even today, they've got their blinds shut. And so, they're experiencing the same thing. So everybody kind of respects everybody's porch use. Got your side yard. Love the round downspouts too. And I know some people won't notice that, but I'm also a general contractor, so I kind of watch for those detail items, and I don't know, I just like those round downspouts. While we're at it, those splash blocks are kind of important too. There at the bottom, it helps direct water away from the foundation. And so usually if you're a buyer and you're getting an inspection done, water around the foundation is one of the things inspectors look for. So they look for things like the splash blocks or drain pipe. Here you've got your 2-car garage, you've got your water heater out. Also, because I like kind of educating buyers and sellers along the way, here's just a little school lesson here. You got your water heater here. Some are going tankless now. Well, they have been for years, but this has a tank. This little thing here, if you have one of these in your garage, that's actually a pressure reducing valve. The pressure of the city water comes in at such a high pressure because it has to feed all the homes everywhere. But your plumbing is not built to withstand that. So this is a pressure reducing valve. Most every home is going to have it unless your home is really old. If you should ever experience a pressure spike and your neighbors haven't, chances are high that little valve has malfunctioned on you. It's fairly easy and inexpensive to replace. Another little school lesson here. I can't help it, they just kind of pop out. You might know what pipe banging is. When water rushes through pipes, it's going really quickly through the pipes. And as soon as you shut off a faucet, well, guess what? All that water had momentum flying through the pipes. So that's why pipes might rattle. And that's virtually a shock absorber that helps absorb that energy from the moving water so your pipes don't rattle. Even if they're secured to the framing, sometimes you'll get a banging pipe. Yeah, all this looks really good. All right, so you got your garage. We're coming back. We're going across the porch. Going back into the living area. We're going to hop upstairs, give you a quick view of that. Just pan here. One thing too with the living space further back like that, it helps keep it kind of quiet, kind of gives you your own space. All right, we're gonna hop upstairs here. First thing you have upstairs here is another living space, which is awesome. Look how big that is. And again, carpet is nearly new. So this is a property, you come in, you don't have to worry about, are we going to have to replace all the carpet? Is that going to be an additional expense? No, this home is move-in ready. Got recessed light. That's one thing to watch for too. Most home buyers actually go look at homes in the daylight, so sometimes it's misleading of how much light there is in a home, barring the daylight. So you always kind of want to look around at how many light fixtures are installed in the home. Huge walk-in closet right here in the hallway. And we're going toward the rear of the home here. And these two bedrooms actually share a bathroom here. Let me back up and I'll show you the whole room, and then we'll show you the path of the bathroom there. So each bedroom has its own vanity. And then they share the tub and toilet right here. So each one has the ability to shut this room off. Kind of a Jack and Jill scenario. And then this is going to be the next vanity for the second bedroom. See, great fixtures, great countertops. Lighting fixtures and everything are spot on. Same thing, carpet is in super, super condition. Another walk-in closet. It's amazing how walk-in closet sizes vary with homes. Sometimes you can go in a really large home and the closets are very abbreviated, and then go into a smaller home and the closets are huge. So this is a really nice balance. No matter who would be living here. If children are here, you've got space for clothes and toys. If you have somebody who just loves to shop for clothes, you got plenty of space for that too. So we're going back toward the front of the home now. So we're going back toward the upstairs living space. And then back downstairs we go. So again, this is 105 Artie Lee Lane, and that is in Carothers Farms in Nolensville. So if you have any questions about this property or any other property, please feel free to reach out. Again, this is Sean Larson with Compass Real Estate.